Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. Earlier today, during Mwai Kibaki's burial in OTHAYA, Jimmy Kibaki shocked very many Kenyans when he broke the protocol, invited a very close family friend to pay his tribute to the late Kibaki. And ironically or shockingly enough, from the tribute, this close family friend of Mwai Kibaki's family seems to be endorsing Raila Odinga. Yes. So in this video, I want us to keenly listen into this video of Jimmy Kibaki and the friend. For that clip is going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Listen into this.
Before I give my tribute, I just want to call Mr.
Tribute is a direct endorsement of Raila Odinga. And the person reading that tribute, I strongly believes he might be speaking on behalf of Jimmy Kibaki. He might have briefed Jimmy Kibaki of what he was going to read, or have the kind of a tribute he was going to pay. So he might have made that tribute with the blessings of Jimmy Kibaki. And most definitely, he was speaking on behalf of Jimmy Kibaki. Yes. And even from that tribute alone, you can see clearly that the target was William Ruto, while the person who was being promoted or was being highlighted positively was Raila Odinga. The tribute starts by the man acknowledging the kind of good works Mwai Kibaki and Raila Odinga actually played in throwing out a very oppressive regime, and then in bringing the new constitution together, and then putting in place good structures to fight corruption, and then Mwai Kibaki and his government kicking out the corrupt. And we all know, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto was kicked out during the Grand Coalition government. So it's quite clear that the target was William Ruto. And then the man then continues with this tribute, actually to praise the handshake between Mwai Kibaki and Raila Odinga. Then he goes on to praise the handshake between Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga that also led to BBI. And he concludes by saying that Mwai Kibaki actually had given them clear political direction of the future leadership of this country. It was very, very direct, ladies and gentlemen. That is an endorsement of Raila Odinga. And it's clearly, or rather it's clear, that Jimmy Kibaki is endorsing Raila Odinga. So in this video, I want us to have a look at some 3 reasons why most definitely Jimmy Kibaki might have allowed such kind of a tribute, or why Jimmy Kibaki is endorsing Raila Odinga. That's what I want us to find out in this video. 3 reasons. If you listen to Jimmy Kibaki yesterday, he made some remarks that were construed by some Kenyans as if he was giving William Ruto some political mileage. And that did not go on well with very many Kenyans. It was creating a perception that Jimmy Kibaki and the Kibaki family might be quietly supporting William Ruto's presidential bid. And Kenya Kwanza Alliance Tangatanga were actually running around with such speculations and propaganda. So I'm seeing a Jimmy Kibaki who was hard-pressed to come out and set the record straight, or rather to make things straight. And he has just made it very clear who their preferred presidential candidate is. And that candidate is Raila Odinga. So Jimmy Kibaki is actually endorsing Raila Odinga not to antagonize the current government and maybe the incoming government. Jimmy Kibaki, as a person who has also been in the first family, maybe has looked at the current government and also the incoming government and he's seeing high possibility that the incoming government might be this one being supported by President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So Jimmy Kibaki does not want to antagonize President Uhuru Kenyatta and also the incoming government. Jimmy Kibaki wants to be in the good books with the current government and the incoming government. I'm seeing that kind of a reason why Jimmy Kibaki is just endorsing Raila Odinga. And then secondly, I'm seeing Jimmy Kibaki, who does not want to take a divergent opinion from all the other first families. Because you can see Kenyatta family is supporting Raila Odinga. You can see Moi family supporting Raila Odinga. So Jimmy Kibaki does not want to take a divergent opinion to all these first families. Yes, that's something I'm also seeing. Because now it will look all awkward if all the first families are going towards one specific direction and then you take a divergent, maybe a different direction. It can create some kind of a perception or have some perceptions of rebellion. I'm seeing Jimmy Kibaki just want to flow with that current. He does not want to go contrary to what these other families might just be saying. And then the third reason, I'm seeing Jimmy Kibaki is also just making things very clear. You know, William Ruto and his team, since yesterday and even today, there were also some rumors and propaganda that Kibaki's grandson actually even refused to greet Raila Odinga. And it was gaining some currency for the better part of today. So that might have also infuriated Jimmy Kibaki to now just make it clear. Just to make it clear, to dispel such kind of rumors. Because William Ruto and his team were really harnessing that for their own political mileages. But those are the things I strongly believe might have forced Jimmy Kibaki to actually use that friend of his to just set the record straight. Their candidate is Raila Odinga. Those are the three reasons I'm seeing as a result of that tribute. But before I conclude, that tribute is also just another indication that as August election approaches, we are going to find the Mount Kenya, all top leaders from the mountain, all coming together. Yes, all top kingpins from the mountain, all coming together to support one candidate in the name of Raila Odinga. And that is also going to leave William Ruto in a very precarious situation in trying to win the mountain votes. Because now it will now be seen that all top leaders from the mountain are in one direction. And you know, in Kenya, politics is all about ethnic kingpinship. So if they are all in one maybe side, that is going to persuade the people just to flow toward that direction. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, in case you've bumped here for the very first time and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. God bless you, God bless Kenya.